So, Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you for joining. We like to seek the blessings of Radha Mata, Radha Shyam, Sundar Krishna Balaram, Bal Gopal, Gauranitai, Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, and assembled devotees. So, a couple of days ago, we were at this stage of looking at the elders' love for Radharani. We want to continue with that, and especially her grandmother. What was her name? Where is her name? Mukhara, very intelligent personality. Once at the bank of Manasi Ganga, they made a competition about who the most chaste and honest lady is in Vraj. They made a sieve with thousands of holes, and the condition was that whichever lady could fill up that sieve with water without a single drop falling out and carry it back to their home would be declared as fully chaste. So that seems like an impossible task. When Radharani carried this pot on her head without dropping a single drop, everybody respected her because only Radharani could perform this feat. On Sunday, Srimati Radharani wakes early and offers incense. Vishaka goes to Radharani and says, "Oh, Radhe, your grandmother is calling you to worship the sun. If you don't come quickly, she'll be very sad." Mukhara came to see Radharani and brought her many gifts. She's very eager to see her granddaughter. Mukhara gave Radharani all the ingredients for the worship of the sun, and then gave her many varieties of prasadam. She would bring delicate items hidden in her cloth. She would give them to Srimati Radharani with her own hand. She would feed Srimati Radharani with her own hand. In the evening, Krishna wears delicate flower garlands and necklaces on his chest. Mukhara collects the garlands worn by Krishna and gives them to Srimati Radharani. When Srimati Radharani touches these garlands, she feels so much bliss. Therefore, Mukhara brings them for Radharani's happiness. Sometimes Mukhara brings Krishna's pitambar with the garland. Pitambar must be the yellow dresses that he wears by mistake. And then Srimati Radharani puts this on with the garland. Then sometimes Jatila comes in the room and says, "Where did this yellow cloth come from? We have heard that you're always honest, but where is this smell of Krishna coming from?" Vishaka comes and says to Jatila, "How do you know the smell of Krishna? Have you embraced him? Your body is old, but you have the desire of a young girl. You desire to embrace and do Ras Leela with Krishna. Therefore, you know what he smells like. This is not Krishna's cloth." Jatila looks down. Then Vishaka takes away the pitambar and puts Radharani's shawl back. Jatila looks up and sees Radharani wearing her normal cloth. Vishaka then says, "Alas, you are full of doubts. You cover yourself with white cloth and appear to be clean. But really, you have so many bad desires inside. What is the problem in wearing yellow cloth, even if Radharani did? Is there anything wrong with yellow cloth? Why do you always think this is Krishna's smell? You always think about Krishna. That's why." So she turns it around on Jatila. "You pretend to be chaste, but you are not. This cloth was actually blue, but so much flower pollen came on the cloth that it has become yellow." So Vishaka is quite a fiery character. So she's always on the side of Radharani. Anybody who has a problem with Radharani has a problem with Vishaka. Mukhara takes the cloth, washes it, and then comes with another wet cloth and says, "Look, it is blue, really. I brought garlands for Radharani, which gave her a lot of energy. I collected them from the forest and brought them for my granddaughter. The pollen from those flowers made the cloth look yellowish. Then she gave the pitambar back to the Sakhis, and the Sakhis take it secretly to Krishna. So this is a verse in the Sri Radharani Sudha Nidhi, verse number 2. Yasya kadapi vasananjala kela nota danyati danya pavanena krit artha mani yogendra durgama gatir madhusudanopi tasya manostu rishabhanubhuvo diseyapi. When a breeze that touches Srimati Radharani's clothes carries a smell and comes to Krishna, then as a result, Krishna cannot maintain his composure. He faints in ecstasy. What an incredible verse. One can best worship Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God, through Srimati Radharani, his supreme pleasure energy. So this part is how to worship Krishna. So we looked at the elders' love for Krishna, Radharani. Now we're looking at how Krishna is worshipped in the best way. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, if one offers me with love and devotion, leaf, flower, fruit, or water, I will accept it. Text number 26 of chapter 9. But rather than offer a flower directly to Krishna, better to offer the flower to Srimati Radharani, requesting, my dear Radharani, please recommend me to your Krishna. Krishna is the supreme controller, yet he is controlled by pure devotion of Radha. So this is a contradiction. Right? This is a contradiction. He's a supreme controller, but yet he's controlled by Radha. But this is a delightful contradiction. This is a relishable contradiction. When devotees hear this, they feel great ecstasy because their Lord is Krishna, but yet he is controlled by Radha. This is really, truly fascinating. Krishna is therefore known as the property of Radharani. If one can please Radharani, therefore one can very easily please Krishna. Srimati Radharani has the vision of a Mahabhagavat, the most highly elevated devotee. Thus she sees everyone equally. If anyone approaches her to serve Krishna, even if he is the most fallen, she immediately bestows her mercy upon him by recommending him to Krishna. Oh Krishna, here is a devotee. He is better than me. Because Srimati Radharani is always absorbed in thoughts of Krishna, she's very dear to Krishna. And this is what makes her very endearing to Krishna. Her humility is profound. Not necessarily when she's in competition with another gopi for Krishna's attention, then she will not be humble because Krishna is hers. But when she comes across a humble devotee herself, she melts, absolutely melts. And then she approaches Krishna and says, see, this devotee here is better than I am. That devotee may be the most fallen, but she doesn't care. She's equal. She's equally disposed. Somebody approaches her, you point him to Krishna and say, he's a nice devotee. And then Krishna will do his magic to that devotee. Therefore, if one tries in this way to reach Krishna through Radharani, he will surely be successful. That's a fact. That is a fact. If we want to approach Krishna, go through Radharani. She will recommend him, that devotee, to Krishna. And then Krishna will, somehow or other, through his different potencies and his different ways of doing things, he will bring that devotee closer. He will bring that devotee closer to him. So we want to look at Varsanadam, because Varsanadam is very dear. Just thinking, there's quite a lot actually. Let's do this tomorrow, if that's okay with devotees. Any questions, Nanibin?
I think this is what I was trying to say, that we have to go through Radharani to reach to Krishna. But correct. Then as you say, if Krishna does something for us, he will take away the material desires or things from us anyway. So we have to be prepared to accept that, which is
Yes.
something that we have to think twice before saying, Krishna, please, please, please come in my life.
I think there's a verse somewhere where the devotee says, if you like your material life, if you're enjoying your, your this sense enjoyment in this world, don't look upon, the lotus feet or the lotus eyes of Krishna, because he'll take it all away. He will snatch it away.
This is it. It's not that we love the material life, but it is putting that 100% faith in Krishna, that once we become homeless, where we are going to live, and also being a woman, it may be a bit difficult. We'll be there in that situation that we have nowhere to go to. That's it.
No. But he won't do that to you, because he completely understands the position we are in. He'll only give us that much which we can handle, right? And if we can't handle that, he will leave us alone. But he won't, for example, make you destitute. He knows, no, this basic need is there for my devotee, and that I will not take away. But I will take away the different attachments that he has or she has, so that he can come closer to me. But the basic necessities he will not take away. No, he will look after that. If you look at life of Prabhupada, with him, he took everything. He took the money, took the family, he took every single thing he possessed, materially speaking. But Prabhupada could handle it. And that's why he did it, to make Prabhupada even more potent, especially when he comes to the West, because the West was a real, Kali Yuga at its, most, forceful stage. That's when Prabhupada came. The hippie culture was there, and the crazy, the normal culture was there. Everything was there. Prabhupada came and slashed right through it, and made so many devotees. But Krishna only put him through that because he knew Prabhupada can handle it. With us, Krishna won't be so heavy. We might think, oh my goodness, this is a bit too much. But if we seriously put analyze the situation, we can understand this is Krishna's hand behind this. Yes, it is hard. It is difficult. What we are going through is a challenge. But his hand is in there. And as soon as we thank him for allowing us to get close to him, we'll see the burden lift. The challenge is still be there, but it won't be so, so overpowering as we are thinking at the moment. Oh, my dear Lord, thank you so much. You're allowing this attachment to go. Forcefully, you're taking it away from me. I'm glad, because I wouldn't have been able to give it away. Or somebody's cheating us and we're thinking, this person is cheating us. Yes, because in the past, you've cheated that person. So now Krishna is making sure that you pay it back. Yes, it's painful, but you're paying something back which you owe. In that way, he's sort of helping us along the path. But we have to try to have that mood and understanding. And then he makes it a lot easier. If you thank him, my dear Lord, thank you so much. I wouldn't have paid this guy on my own, but you made me do it. So be it. Another karma finished. Does that make sense, Nariman?
Yeah. Thanks,
No, thank you. Thank you so much. It's so nice to discuss this, because when you discuss it, actually, it helps the understanding as well. Because we all go through it. We're all going through it. All these different, life is a challenge. But when we discuss it with each other, you realize, okay, you know what? There's a reason behind this. So it's nice. Thank you so much, Nariman. It really helps. And Karuna, I really appreciate your
Thank you, Prabhuji, because when we discuss also, we things that we have the tendency of forgetting. So when we discuss, it comes back. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, all these challenges. So yeah, it's the mercy of the Lord, and we have to accept it like that. And yeah,
This is like his one person used to say it was like a love bite. It's Krishna's love bite. Ouch.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I think if we take it in a positive mood, out of the worst thing, if we find something positive in there, that's a real blessing, real blessing. Only, like, there's that thing that people will see different qualities in others. Some people just see bad no matter what. Some people see good and bad. Some people see good and bad, they ignore the good. Some people see good and bad, they ignore the bad. But only Guru and Krishna will look at somebody and only see good, only see good. They won't do anything else, then only see good. So this is where we are fortunate, because Guru and Krishna will only see good within us. So that's very positive. If we take that positive, like, okay, I'm a crazy fellow, but I know Krishna's got love for me. And whatever was happening, it's his grace that he's putting me through this so that I can come out the other side stronger for him. So then, that positive mood can pretty much destroy all the negativity that we have. And negativity is part of our DNA, in the material world. It's part of our DNA, but we've got to change that DNA to positivity, Not easy, but got to do it. But these satsangs is what makes us, give us that ray of hope, of positivity, and it's a blessing for, I have to say, I feel very fortunate. We're doing the school programs, and it's very intense because sometimes we have 2, 3, 4 schools in a day. But I'm just thanking the Lord for giving. Why would an idiot like me get a service like this? It's just unbelievable. It's really incredible. So no matter what craziness is around us, we know Krishna is looking after us. He's giving us things to do, which is just unimaginable. So, anyway, Srimati Radharani ki jai.
yeah.
Oops, did I stop? What happened? 1 second.